Good morning. Welcome back to Dower House Farms. Frank is on it again this morning, Farneston. You're a man, Frank. So I don't think this load out is going to work today, but we'll give it a go. Fingers crossed. No. No, sorry. See the buttons here are flashing, whatever that means. Choice. And the TM won't start. So this is getting a bit repetitive now, to tell you the truth. But anyway. By far the biggest issue here now is piking the silage. I hate pikes. Right, I better get this booster and oh, come off. Oh my god, what are they getting caught? And the lead. Get this tractor started on it. That's that set up, so we better get piking. All the bulls bar 3 lying down. Most of the cows loving life.
This is Cork, in Cork down by the knee. This is Cork, a real capital city. This is Cork.
Oh god, that's that job done. Wouldn't like to be doing that every day now. Right, I better go ride a few horses there now, because can't do any feeding well now until I get this load all going. I have to ring ECI 9 o'clock. I'm trying to find where I put Frank. I badly need it now. There he is. Good old Frankie boy. Frank is the man. So, no joy getting on TCI, the JCB, the company we bought the JCB off, which is a bit of a joke. I know it's Christmas now, but like, it is the 30th. Like, there's 2 days to New Year's Eve, and they've no breakdown service or nothing. I know the majority of their work is building or whatever, but construction, but like, there's still a lot of load-alls and tractors or load-alls and loaders working on farms over Christmas, and no breakdown. But anyway, luckily enough, Big Jim, our resident mechanic, or he's not a mechanic but he's as good as one, came down and he went through it and he found it plugged out after being plugged out, so he got it going. So big kudos to Big Jim, he's the man. And yeah, I was thinking Dower House Farms has sprung back to life after the Christmas break. Big Jim is going drawing beet. I'm going spraying. And Fong is getting some feeding done. 4 mixes to be done now again today, so. The man, the myth, the legend, Big Jim. Hey! What are you doing? Sprayer's filling away there now. Would he be as nifty as me on the load, although is the question. Cattle need to be bedded down now again today. They weren't bedded down yesterday because of my super load all going on strike. I get Big Jim to do it again maybe. Big Jim! Will you bed down the cattle for me?
I will.
There's 2 bales open over there for done where in here. Put one in each side, yeah. Right tomorrow. I'll try this below first, so, and Jim is the new personality on our house farm. Right. And now, I don't know, can you see it? But it's flipping raining. We haven't done anything in the field in 3 weeks and there hasn't been a drop of rain. First day we went to go working, raining. I just think that now might clear off, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Big Jim has her rigged up for the long draw, in fairness. It is the whole of 60 metres, I suppose, so you'd want to fill her up. You would want to go on with half loads like. It's alright, Jim?
Alright.
I was sacked from my job spraying. Dad said he'd go at it, so suits me fine. I'm over here now to critically evaluate his work. So I'm after taking over from Dad there now. He's gone over having his grub. But yeah, I'm spraying off these oats now that I said I was going to graze. Rightly or wrongly, I'm not sure. There's a great crop of oats there. After speaking to a couple of people there and just consulting with them just to get their opinion what they thought, look, the general consensus is sowing date is nearly one of the most important things with getting a yield on beans. So if it works out, it's a high margin crop. So look, right, I'm wasting feed here, there's no doubt about it. It's not something we like doing. I'd love to graze this. I'm not sure of the feeding value of it, but look, still I'd love to graze it. I get cattle out, I could put in more contract feeding cattle, etc. But look, I'm after taking the decision to just knock this one on the head and spray it off with the hope of getting in here with beans maybe in 3 weeks time. From 2 to 3 weeks time on we'll be sowing beans if possible. That may not be possible, but that's the plan and the hope. We grew oats as a cover crop ahead of beans because it's a good scavenger, so it's going to hopefully, I was advised that it would be a good cover crop, and to be honest I'm definitely going to go again. I think next year what I'm going to do now, where I plan to sow maize, I'm going to go in with an oats cover crop, definitely with the intention of grazing or baling. Like, there's a lot of feed here, you know, that's just there. So look, it's a really good cheap cover crop. This went out about 80 kilos to the hectare, I think, so you're only talking like 35 kilos to the acre, which is maybe a ton. Sorry, no, just turn it to the ditch. A ton is say 220. So 100 kilos would be 22 euro. So you're talking like 6 or 7 euro an acre, which for cover crop seed is very, very little. So I'll definitely be using it again. Look, I think it's, I'm just trying to line up here, making a bit of a dog's dinner of this. I'll go back there now and do that properly because job done. This will be ready for sowing now in 2 weeks time. We probably wouldn't sow in 2 weeks time, but any time from the 20th of January on, we'll be sowing away if ground conditions are good enough. Fong is just getting the last mix done there now for the whalings. We're a bit late on account of the load of giving grief. putting in maize there now. So I'm just out here in winter wheat. This is a champion winter wheat after beans. I have my trusty spade. There's a stone there. We'll say it's a stone anyway, not compaction. Ah, it's another stone. Oh, see how this is looking. A bit tight, to tell you the truth. The smell is lovely though. Oh, there's a beautiful smell of it. Sprayed this for weeds and grass, and we're after getting a very average kill on the grass. Look, we're never going to get a kill. This is the field we got wrong. This should have been sprayed off before we planted, but we didn't get around to it. Planted it, we were going to spray it off afterwards, didn't get around to it then either. So we're going to have an issue fighting meadow grass here now for the year. It's going to be an expensive spray program, but there's loads of weed crops here, which is the main plants, I should say. And yeah, so I was sowing this, and I got a break one Sunday, and then it rained on the Monday. And if you go back 2 or 3 days, I showed you our worst field of wheat, and if I hadn't got the break that day, I'd have got the other field finished on the Monday, and it would be looking like this, but it's not, unfortunately. So we're into winter barley now. That's the wheat there. This is winter barley. This is, oh, it's a hybrid anyway. It's not belfry. It was at the same time as the belfry, about the 20th of October, I think. About 10 days after the joy. This is mintilled as well, but this is beet as the previous crop. To tell you the truth, this is in better order. Doesn't have as nice a smell though. That's not bad. Have a look at the rooting. So look, there's a good healthy root on that plant. It's 3 inches long, say the root. Little worm there, doing the good. Good man yourself. You just go back in there now and have a little feed for yourself. Yeah, still a bit of trash under the ground from last year, but yeah, nice crop of barley here. Again, look, it wants a bit of early nitrogen. Same as the grass we walked yesterday. Crops are after growing fast and growing hard all winter, and they're completely out of puff. In my opinion, this winter barley crop has savage potential, but we need to get it going early. Yeah, there's nice few tillers here. I wouldn't say it's very thick now. It's nice without being exceptional. So this is the one of 2 exceptional fields of corn we've come up now. Look at this. No, that isn't a field of silage. That's a field of winter barley. Joyu planted the 10th of October after oilseed rape. Look at that. Now that is, when you dig up a shovel of earth, that's what you want to see. Look, all the roots, stay down. 1 worm, 2 worms, roots holding all the soil together. Smells lovely. It smells, oh my god. Anyone who's used to growing sugar beet You know the smell you get off sugar beet, the sweet earthy smell. If you'd smell a vision now, you'd know what I'm on about. That is... I think I'm going to have to go back growing royalty rape. Jesus, that would make a fella excited for 2025 now. And now, right, two arguments to that story. This is one of our worst fields we have. Has been for donkey's years. Dad would tell you that. He'd say this is always a poor field. But it's our field longest out of ploughing. So this was spring barley. It was spring barley. It was strip tilled. When I went to my nut field, I called to an estate. Nutfield's an unbelievable organisation. I got on to one fella. He put me in contact with another fella who put me in contact of a load of beef and crops farms in the mid east of England, sort of Lincolnshire, that direction. And I got on to a chap called Andrew Lawton. Lawtons of Louth. Have been back to visit him again since, but he brought me up to meet this other chap. I'd have to look at my contacts on my phone now. I enjoyed this story as we're going along. And they were strip tilling with a Sumo DTS, and I knew of a local farmer who had one of them. So after walking the estate that day and seeing the condition that their ground was in, I rang Dad and I said, we're going strip tilling. And he said, we're not, but we'll do one field. So this is the field we started in. And so it was strip till spring barley, mintill spring barley. We got a contract to do it the next year. Then it was mintill rape, mintill winter barley. So it's 1, 3. This is year 4 of not being ploughed, and it's really starting to come now. Yeah, it is beautiful. Now cross country. Look at that drain, like that drain is dry. I don't know if I ever seen that drain dry in the winter. That's unreal. Not as unreal as my field of joy winter barley though. Right, out we go into the bad field of wheat. Oh no, this is a good field of wheat actually. Now. No, it's grand. It's nice. We didn't knock much of a shake out the beans now. I suppose they'll die away in their own time. How long has this spread? It's spread about 2 or 3 weeks. Let's look up my phone. I'll know anyway if I go into one of my poor performing videos. It's probably that one, because any time I put a sprayer in a video, it does terrible. So like and subscribe. We're going for 2,000 subscribers by New Year's Day. If we do that, I'll put up a video about all our harvest equipment, and like this video so YouTube will push it out. So for once, one of my spraying videos wasn't too bad. This time of the year I'd always be thinking to myself, Ashford, you know, the rush is over now, we won't be too bad for the spring. The spring is mental. Spring is mental because you've cattle outside. Cattle outside are as bad as cattle inside now in the spring. They take as much work. You've all the calves. We'll probably be fairly close to having all the sheds full, I'd say, for contract finishing. Maybe for the spring, not sure about that yet. There's a lot of spring corn to go in. A lot of maize and beet to go in. We'll be back busy at grass measuring again. Oh God. Better go home and get a few hours sleep. revving myself up for the spring. I don't know, did I ever show you this corner before? This is a corner that's fallow for just for the birds and the bees. It's a wet hole corner, so we just took it out of production. We said, look it, we leave it to God, leave it to the birds and the bees. And it's funny actually, I was spraying this wheat here behind me. There's another field of wheat, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. And there was a load of birds in here. Hold on my car. They're gone. There was a load of birds just like down there a minute ago. There was a big flock of them flew up. I don't know if they were some sort of small little birds. But listen. Isn't that lovely to hear? Nice calm day, birds singing. Life isn't too bad. So now, that's all the crop walking done for today. There's another field of wheat that was sat into average conditions. But look, it's all there, just because it was sat in time. So, that's it now for today's video. So, please like and subscribe. And we'll see you tomorrow for our daily blog, which goes up at 7 PM every evening, because I was told that if you put it up at the same time every day, YouTube will push out your videos more. So I'll do what I'm told. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow for more Dara House Farms.